right, here we have our Protoss player. He's got 2 wins already for Slayers. Is he going to get a third? We're going to find out. He's known as
Slayers Project.
Is he going to put his opponent on ice?
That's a good one.
What do you think?
Let's see what what race he spawned as. Oh,
Looks like it's Zerg, so spawning as our random
MVP Guinea Pig.
Street Fighter guy. Come on.
so rude.
Guinea Pig. So, Guinea Pig is Zerg, as we can see here. So it is going to be another ZVP. And, you know, we were kind of critical of Slayers Frozen after that last game. But a lot of players do kind of let their macro slip when they think they're in a game-winning situation. They shouldn't, but it does happen. A lot of people do it. I do it, you do it, we all do it. And after he kind of realized, hey, I need to kind of keep playing this game, he really did kind of macro up really well, played very safely. So I think he will be a challenge for Guinea Pig, absolutely. He scouts him right away. Knows that he is Zerg.
Yeah,
he does have a wall there.
Immediately scouts him.
Yep.
And he had his pylon at the ramp anyway, so you can go ahead and put that gateway there.
Yep.
Make a nice little wall off. Keep any sneaky Zerglings from slipping through.
Guinea Pig looks like he is going for the Speedling Expand opening, getting his gas before the pool. And 2 gas again right away before core for Frozen. Wow.
Sneaky
All right.
snake.
So is it going to be the same build, or is it going to be something different? You know, I mentioned DTs last time.
I'd have to say I've got to assume it's going to be the same build because.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. You know,
or could he confuse him? You could go either way.
it's
with
true.
it.
We just saw that build, and of course, Guinea Pig was in the audience watching.
He watched the game,
so
yeah.
he saw what that opening turns into. Now the thing is Guinea Pig is not going to have as much intelligence because he did not get a drone in there to scout. He only scouting with the Overlord, so he's not going to see the 2 gas until it might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, he doesn't know the 2 gas came out before the core.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the first time I think I've ever seen a Protoss player do that, actually. I don't think I've ever seen that
before.
Yeah.
I can't remember a time I've seen it.
We've seen Terrans get gas before Barracks sometimes, but very, very seldom. And there it is. It is going to be a Stargate.
There it is indeed.
Yeah.
And so he's going to go for the same build. Now, because he hasn't scouted it, we're probably going to see a different situation here. Guinea Pig probably not going to, try and go for masslings or whatever.
And there is a bit of a psychological game going on here, too. And that's going to kind of make Guinea Pig think, okay, there's no way he's going to go for the same build. You know? But
and Frozen is over there saying, or will I?
That's right. A little bit of reverse psychology.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. You never know. And Stalker cruising around the map, killing a couple Zerglings, going back home to make sure no Overlords go in. And actually, his Overlord is heading in the back there to see if he can see some gas mines.
Oh, is he going to see it, though?
And
there's the Centrina. Okay, so he does turn his Overlord around right away. Does not see the Stargate. There's a Void Ray coming out of it right now.
He didn't see the Stargate, and he actually did not click on the gas geysers.
Okay.
So he didn't check to see if there's a lot of gas being mined. Just a little thing that you can do
Yep.
if you suspect that your opponent has gone for something gas first. You can see how much gas is gone from their geysers.
And there's a Roach Warden going up for Guinea Pig.
Uh-oh.
So are we going to see that 2-base Roach Zergling aggression that we see so often? Or does Guinea Pig have something different in mind? Now, being a random player, a lot of random players do develop, just a lot of really strong early pushes. Just because, again, the chances of you getting a lot of experience in every matchup on every map is pretty unlikely. So you don't want to get into those late game situations a lot of times as a random player.
Yeah, and he's actually going to follow up the Void Ray with a Phoenix. He's going to try and pick off Queens. Now, there is no creep connecting those 2 bases, but he does have both the Queens gathered together at the very least. So they're going to be able to fend off that particular composition.
Look
But
at that.
Second Phoenix is on the way.
2 Spore Crawlers already started.
Nice.
So Guinea Pig did do a good job of kind of anticipating this. Knew that something was up where he couldn't scout it, but this Void Ray charging up now.
He lifts both of them.
Lifted.
And the Void Ray is going to charge down one of the Queens. He may land in time to get a transfuse off. Is he going to?
No transfuse.
Didn't have the energy for it, and so that Queen's going to have to abandon his fellow Queen, go back to the safety of the Spore Crawler.
Yep, there is one Queen here as well. And that Spore Crawler is not going to help too much. It looks like that Queen will go down. And wow, the Void Ray for Frozen getting very low. One of those Phoenixes getting very low as well. So
Yeah, forced to fall back with the extra queens popping out.
Guinea Pig doing a good job of handling this, but now here comes the gateway units as the expansion gets started for Slayers Frozen.
Yeah, he's just putting on a lot of pressure with these Phoenixes now.
Yeah.
And the Void Ray is still going to be sticking around, doing some stuff later on. Might want to try and clear out the tower, actually, with that Void Ray. Would be a good idea. But he might also go for the Overlords.
Yeah, no drones being produced for quite a while for Guinea Pig. Just producing nothing but Lings right now,
he's
getting his
actually making
lair
a ton
as
of
well.
Zerglings.
Yeah, I would imagine he's probably going to go into something like Hydra Ling. That tends to work pretty well against Protoss that goes there.
Yep, he has started his lair. It's about 35/87ths the way done.
Wow. That's very precise.
Yeah, I said about. Not exactly 35/87. But his lair is going to be done in just a minute, and then we'll see what kind of tech he goes with. Hydras might be a good call. And is he switching into Robo behind this? There's no... Yes, there is. Sorry. There is a Robo Bay there.
That drone getting taken out. A little bit of harassment being done by Slayers Frozen. And yeah, it looks like right now, Frozen just wants to basically... Wow, it's like Queen Party there. And
They're
it is
having
going to
a
be a
meeting.
Hydra Den. There it is.
There you go, indeed. Hydra Den is going up. Now, the thing is if he goes straight for a Robotics Bay, Robotics Support Bay, I might call it, and starts getting Colossus out, he's going to counter those Hydras before they even come out.
Yeah, drops being researched. So, something
Hydra
we've seen
drops
once
are
in a while.
nice.
Yeah, if you see more than 3 Phoenixes, a lot of Zerg players have been getting the drops. If you remember, probably one of the most famous instances of that. There's been a couple, but one of the most memorable ones is July Zerg taking a game off MC in the finals a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah, that was cool.
By Hydra dropping on Terminus, I believe.
If you can get those Hydras dropped in there right before the first Colossus comes out, it can do so much damage. Hydras have so much damage per second. They kill stuff so fast.
You know, the tough part, though, is with all the map control that Frozen has with those Phoenix Eye, is that it's going to be really, really difficult to get the Overlords across the map without being seen.
That is indeed the case.
Yeah.
Man, those 3 Queens going around creeping up the place, getting creep tumors everywhere. He's starting to get creep spread all across the map. And they are also able to kind of keep a little bit less map control for those Phoenixes. Because he's got one at his main and natural still to do larva injects, and those 3 can just kind of wander around and attack stuff.
Yeah, adding on some roaches as well, so it will be kind of Roach Hydra with a little bit of Lings added on. It's pretty durable.
He's actually going to have +1 range upgraded Hydras at almost the exact same time that his drop finishes.
And here's the thing right now.
It's going to be a very devastating drop.
Guinea Pig is about 30 supply almost ahead of his opponent. So just in straight up macroing, it's going pretty well. And sure enough, he is going to move the units out on the map first and then load them up, do a drop.
Yep.
And look at this, Frozen's in the base, wondering where all the units are. They're in the middle of the map.
They are bearing down on him right now.
This
He's got
is
some
probably
Zerglings there as well, and he really does not have too much there. He actually has one Colossus out. The second is not out yet, though, and here they come.
Things up.
Loading up.
And the Phoenixes are nowhere to be found. They're up at the top of the map. There's an extra base started up at the 12 o'clock, distracting them for the moment. But here comes a huge drop into the main of Slayers Frozen.
And he
How much
spots it.
damage can he do?
Oh no, the Colossus getting too far forward. It gets picked off. He needed that so badly.
That is huge.
Queen's getting dropped as well with roaches and Zerglings and Hydralis.
Lot of
so much
anti-air in
damage
that
being
armor.
done.
And is he going to be able to transfuse the roaches? Transfusing the Queen before the Void Ray can kill it. Probes coming off the line right now. This has been a pretty good drop so far for MVP Guinea Pig.
Wow. He actually picks off the second Colossus as well. Very little damage done.
Yeah.
Creep going on everywhere. The Transfuse is doing so well, keeping things alive, that the roaches are still able to take out the last cannon on the top. And there's still a few more Stalkers warping. No, he has 4 warp gates. 5 warp gates so he can get units in pretty quick. He may hold this off, but his base is in tatters.
Yeah, he lost a lot of probes already to everything in his base right now. And more reinforcements coming into the natural. It's going to be almost impossible for Slayers Frozen to hold this off completely. Another Colossus comes out, but is it going to be able to do any damage? It's on its own. The Natural under attack.
Oh, man.
And this game could end very, very quickly.
Yeah, he is down to half the harvesters that Guinea Pig has, and now he's starting to pick away at that Natural expansion. Gateway's starting to go down. Finally, he's starting to take out the infrastructure buildings as well. He might even just snipe that Nexus, or he can go for the
Takes out the
Colossus,
Colossus.
and it
GG.
falls, and GG proceeds. And
Yep.
Guinea Pig has taken out the double winner of
Yeah.
Slayer's Frozen.
Slayer's frozen.
MVP Guinea Pig brought the heat.
He was just too hot. Frozen melted, and we are tied up. That's right, it is 3-3. One of these teams is 2 wins away from a 10 million won paycheck.
I cannot believe this game is so. Actually, I can believe this match is so close.
We knew that this
No
would be pretty
idea.
close, but wow, MVP, such a talented new team. They really are. It's like Slayers is fighting their own shadow. That's right.
Indeed.
Just behind him, here comes another shirt.
Another shirt being handed out.
Yep.
There we go. Awesome souvenir for that guy.
Happy fan.
And
Not a happy bench.
who's Slayer's against?
I don't know. It's against a random player, so you're gonna need someone that's just all around very, very solid. I mean, MMA definitely fits the description, but do they want to use him right now?
Well, that's the thing. It's 3-3, so you've got 2 players left,
Yeah.
and you got to figure who are those 2 players going to be. They've
Alicia and
got to be Alicia and MMA.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be Alicia and MMA for Slayers,
Boxer
and
and Sella
they
can
like
decide.
having MMA be their cleanup at the end. So that's why I know I've said this before, but I feel like Alicia might be a good choice here. I think that's what they're going to go with.
Could be. I mean, they have used MMA to get their last 2 wins a couple times. Now, yesterday they had to use him to get 2 wins when they were down 1 game. MMA really saving the day yesterday.
Yeah, after
So
they put in Alicia and Alicia was lost.
that's right. So that's the question. Do they put in MMA right away and give them the chance to play a couple games, or do they put Alicia in,
Yeah.
continue to save MMA? I think that it's probably going to be Alicia.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, it could be MMA, but probably going to be Alicia. Maybe someone else, but probably not. We're going to find out pretty quickly.
And
here.
like you said, it is random, so
Yeah.
you can't just say, oh, well, MMA's good Terran versus Terran, so we'll put him in.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to have someone that is well-rounded.
Yep.
And in all matchups. Now, they have picked a 2-player map, so they can immediately scout the race
It's a good idea.
of Guinea Pig. Crossfire is going to be
Yeah.
the next map.
That's
a really good
choice.
idea.
Because if Guinea Pig does again spawn a Zerg, it's a tough map for Zerg for a lot of reasons
Yeah.
that we'll talk about. So picking a map where one race definitely has a little bit of a disadvantage is a good idea too. As you can see, everything in the GSL Team League very, very strategic. That's one of the reasons why it's so cool. I love the GSTL. There's so much strategy that goes on outside of the game that has such a big impact inside the game. We're seeing it right here. But what player is Slayer's going to send out to play on Crossfire? We're going to have to find out in just a
gonna find
moment.
out pretty
Let's talk
soon.
about Guinea Pig. What a great random player. He's very, very good.
I'm really surprised.
Definitely not a one-trick pony. We still haven't
No.
seen him play as Terran, so we don't know how his TVT is. We're going to find out after a 2-minute break. Be right back, guys.
Actually,
Oh, never mind.
hold
We're
that
back.
thought. We're back.
Fast.
That was the fastest 2 minutes ever, and they're playing
Yeah.
some tricks here. And is it going to be...
That is Gonzi.
Gonzi.
Okay, well,
Whoa,
they
man.
think he's a very good all-around player.
I've been pretty on top of my predictions this entire team league. Until today, I've gotten almost every single
We
one
forgot
wrong.
about Gonzi.
We forgot about
How
Ganji.
could we do that?
Well, because he's out of Code A, that's how we forgot about it.
True. So, Slayer's Gonzi.
I figured they'd go with Code S over Code A.
He's a pretty solid Terran. Is he solid enough to take down Guinea Pig, though? Guinea Pig definitely showing himself to be one of the most talented random players I have ever seen.
Yeah, he's been doing really well this team league.
Slayer's
general.
Sella and Slayer's Boxer. Got to be confident in their choice. But the heat is on. They're tied up. They want to repeat. Are they going to be the first team to repeat in GSL Team League victories? Or is MVP going to come out of nowhere, win in their first season? We are getting ever closer to finding out. And again, they're going to duke it out on Crossfire.
Yes, they are. Now, the matchup might have a little bit of difference here because Ganji He's 7-2 versus Zerg. Very, very strong versus Zerg. He's 2-2 versus Protoss. He's about even versus Protoss. And he has never won a game versus Terran.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Really?
So if we do see Guinea Pig spawn as Terran, Granji could be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I say never, I mean like never in a televised match. I'm sure he's won some practice games against Terran before.
I gotta say, I'm
not
really
the most
curious.
well-rounded player, so interesting choice to go in against the random Guinea Pig.
Well, I'm really curious to see what Guinea Pig would do if he did spawn as Terran. Yeah. It's a 1 in 3 chance.
1 in
He's
3
got
chance.
Protoss and Zerg only so far. Protoss quite a bit more than Zerg. Now he was formerly a Protoss player, so that's good for him. Now we are officially going to our 2-minute break. We will be right back for Sirius.
Aurelio